Alright, I'm back at the tiny home, gonna do some more work today. In my previous video, we opened up the walls and did some electrical work, as well as tearing out this kitchen and bathroom. In this video, I'm gonna be doing a lot of drywall work and getting the unit ready for paint. First up, I need to patch the old stove exhaust hole from the kitchen. This stove hole isn't in the center anymore, and we're gonna be drilling a new hole when we install the new exhaust fan. I'm gonna be turning this circle hole in the drywall into a rectangular hole. That way it will be easier for me to cut a patch. I started this renovation project about 2 months ago. Before getting into this, I had briefly seen the unit for about 10 minutes, so my family and I really went into this project sight unseen. It turned out to be a lot more work than we thought, but ultimately it's been a great learning experience for me, getting hands-on real estate renovation experience. We've got a lot of the big projects out of the way, like the electrical and plumbing. We put in a new electrical panel and ran numerous new circuits, but our biggest projects are yet to come. After I get this drywall work done, we'll have the unit painted, which we won't be doing ourselves just to save time. But after that, we'll be getting ready to do the kitchen install ourselves. We've got the design already and we're finalizing things before ordering the kitchen cabinets and countertops. Alright, doing a little plumbing today. Trying to put a water valve for the fridge over here. So I'm going to be making a cut here on the cold and doing a little T here. Coming over to a 90 over here for the new valve. So let's give it a go. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of video of the soldering, but it all went well without any leaks after a few attempts. Alright, update on the renovation project. Into the kitchen here. Started taping off some of the drywall. Gonna start doing the mudding today and get ready to get the drywall back up. This wall is pretty much ready to go. Only adjustment is on my plumbing here. I need to make this a little shorter because it's gonna make the fridge stick out too much. We have a little bit of room to work with because there's nothing on this wall here, just the fridge in this corner. But I'm changing out the outlets and switches. Almost done with that, have a few more to go. Then we'll move on to drywall. I put this new electrical box in yesterday as I was doing some of the wiring. I switched out all the plugs and switches throughout the whole unit. You can see by this outlet here that the wiring is very old. These outlets probably haven't been switched out in over 30 years. Whoever previously installed these outlets did about half of them upside down, so I made sure to install all the new ones right side up. Alright, doing some drywall in the bathroom here. I've done a few drywall projects, but definitely a beginner, I'd say. I did some drywall in the laundry room in the unit above us. So we'll start doing this drywall work. Hopefully we'll get a big sheet up in the kitchen in the next couple of days. Cover up the electrical and start making progress towards getting the kitchen put in. Alright, the day has come. We're ready to put up the kitchen drywall. I had been waiting till we were completely done accessing the electrical and plumbing from behind the wall. We started off by trying to get a full sheet in across the wall since it was a perfect fit. The full sheet was too tight, so we ended up cutting it up into sections and piecing it in together. The hardest part about getting this drywall to fit was cutting the holes for the plumbing and the outlets, but piecing it together like the way I did made it a lot easier. So to fill the last piece of drywall on the kitchen wall, I'll need to cut this piece down. I'm using my chalk line here to get my straight line down. Then I'll score down that line with my box cutter. Then I'll use my knee and kick the back of the drywall, snapping it along that line. You can see a better example here on the other side. Alright, now all the drywall is up on the back wall. It's time to start taping and mudding this back wall. Alright, the drywall mud has dried and now it's time to sand it down and apply another coat. I started with an electrical sander, but I ended up liking this hand sander a lot better as it just gave me a little bit more control of the sanding. So I'm sanding down all the joints where I put tape and mud and trying to smooth them out and make them as level as possible. After sanding, it was time to apply another coat of drywall to all my joints. And I still had this corner here which was looking for its first coat of drywall mud. Alright, little update. Finishing up the drywall in the kitchen here. I'm waiting for it to dry. We'll probably do one more sand, some final finishing touches, but it's starting to come out pretty good. We cleaned up in the unit, so we got a lot of the stuff out of here. We're gonna leave this wall prep for Arturo, the painter. So our next steps in here is going to be finalizing the drywall mud, building the kitchen soffit on the right hand side of the kitchen there, which I'll go over later in this video or in my next video. And then we're going to be doing the kitchen install and or paint. I'm not sure of the order yet. Alright, so we're getting ready to put in this tub enclosure. We actually hired a plumber to do it just to save us some time so we could focus on some of the other projects in the unit. This is the bathroom where the tub enclosure is going to be going. We got a tub to stud enclosure, so he'll be screwing the tub straight into the studs. Alright, tub enclosure is in. Went fairly well. We had a plumber put it in for us. First time using him. We'll give him a C job. There was a little leak in the back and we had to kind of babysit him the whole way. But it's in, it's level. We got some drywall work to do up here and on the sides. But we got a tub in. Here's a look at the back side of the tub enclosure. He rerouted the hot and cold so it's inside of the studs now. And this will make it a lot easier to do the drywall on the back side here. So to our surprise, finishing up the tub enclosure was actually a little bit more work. I'll have to downgrade the plumber's work to a D job. It wasn't as simple as putting drywall in the gaps here. The gaps were uneven, so we had to put some shims behind it first in order to get the drywall to fit evenly with the existing drywall. So just a little bit of an extra step. Alright, back in the bathroom doing some mudding. Yeah, you can see it's starting to blend. Definitely needs a little bit more sanding and mudding. But I'm gonna get another round in today. See how it looks. Thank you for watching my tiny home renovation video, and stay tuned for my upcoming video where we install the kitchen cabinets and countertops and start the final renovations like paint, light fixtures, and flooring. If you didn't see my first renovation video where we demoed the unit, make sure to check it out here. This is Luke's Outdoor Adventure signing out. Peace.